morning I felt like the Lord asked me a question. And it was a unique question. And I heard the question. The question was, why do I serve God? And I thought about it. And then I came up with a few things like, because he died for me and because he's my Savior. And a lot of religious things, what he went through, especially this time of the year. It's close to the resurrection that we celebrate. And then he asked me the question again. It's like, whenever you want to get across the question, often you ask it 3 times. The first time you get rid of the surface stuff that is a part of your answer, and then you begin to dig a little deeper, and then you begin to dig a lot deeper. And it was kind of like with Peter, when Jesus said, "Do you love me?" And he did that 3 times, and the third time, the point began to get come home, and I think that's what this question is. Not just for me. I mean, how or why I serve God is not as important as the question is, why do you serve God? Why are you walking and doing the things that are pleasing to Him? So the first couple of times I asked myself the question, it was I got rid of a lot of the surface stuff, and then began to ponder what it really means, one, to serve God, and why am I? Why? I could say it's because of the joy that's set before me. Well, we know that's not really as a correct an answer, especially in the beginning stages of our walk, as it may be later on. So what is it? Why do I serve God? And I think it's because deep inside, we're an area where I can't fathom it. The Father has put a drawing in there, not a drawing that you draw, a wooing, a calling. Something that can only really be satisfied by the fullness of the presence of the God who called us, the Father that is waiting for us to come to Him. And everything else that I try to fill that with doesn't seem to bring any satisfaction or long-lasting satisfaction. I wonder if the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom that is necessary to recognize that place in you that can only be fulfilled and filled by the Father. So I was wondering, we hear a lot of things throughout, especially this time of the year, that Christ did this and Christ did that. And I was thinking about what He endured in His 33 years on this earth to be able to, one, know everything that we experience and have as a part of our life. Says there's nothing that you can go through or situation that you can be in that He has not experienced. And then to try and remember the pain that He experienced when He endured the things that He did in order to atone for us and to buy back us from the devil or from the darkness that we're walking in. So why do I serve God? I can say things like, it's because I love Him. He said, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. And I have had many, many difficulties in doing that. Over the years, the Lord has strengthened me, given me grace, and encouraged me, and has brought me to a place where I'm much more successful in those areas than I was the first few years of my Christian walk. He said, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. And then the promise that comes with that in John is that if I do that, then he will love me, and the Father will love me, and they will come and make their abode in me. Is that abode the place that the Father is the only one that can fit into? The one that's inside of you that actually makes you complete. So I ask you, what do you think? Why do you serve God? Is it because you have to? It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Is it because you fear what will happen to you should something like not serving him and not walking with him be your portion on this earth, that you decide to walk away from him rather than to him? I don't know. What do you think? Why do you serve God?